Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this right now. God says, 30 seconds left. This will make you cry hard. The person whom you love and care is going to tell everyone that you open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this immediately. No more time to hesitate. What comes out will shake your heart and make your eyes wet. The one you trusted deeply has quietly made a choice that will hurt you. They smiled at you yesterday, but today their actions aim to harm your reputation. God says, 30 seconds are left before this becomes public. This isn't confusion or misunderstanding. This is deliberate. You've been loyal and loving, but they are about to share private things about you. They already told someone, and soon many more will hear. It will spread faster than wildfire. Comment now if your chest feels tight. This is divine warning. Something personal may be used against you. Archangel Michael says, this warning isn't to scare you. It's to give you power before this storm hits. Heaven is defending your soul. Even if you feel abandoned, know that this person knows your weaknesses. They've heard your truths and now plan to twist them. They hope exposing your past or secrets will damage you. You once gave them your tears, time, loyalty and vulnerability, and now they chose betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 111. They will say you lied. They may claim you manipulated them. Worst of all, they will act like the victim. Behind the scenes they are feeding lies to someone who dislikes you. This person fuels their anger, making them blame you more. Their motive isn't fairness, it's jealousy. This is not about lost love, it's about image control and pride. They want your name tarnished, your respect questioned, and they are using lies to win a war they created in their mind. Type Amen to get blessing 222. Comment if your spirit feels shaken. Something sacred in you is being tested. You must stay grounded as the lies swirl around. Archangel Michael says, your protection is active. Angels are watching conversations you aren't part of. Every twisted word is being recorded in heaven. You may feel hurt, but you won't be destroyed. Gossip can't steal your truth. They may try to define you by your weakest moments, but God is redefining you through your strength and silence. Someone you never knew is standing for you as a voice of justice. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The story they are spreading has a twist. You won't need to fight because your silence will speak louder than their lies. Screenshots and stories may appear, but your truth cannot be drowned. Someone from your past will speak as well, surprising even those trying to harm you. God has hidden your defenders on purpose. Their timing is perfect. Let your peace disturb the chaos. Let heaven handle what betrayal cannot. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There will be tears and lonely nights. But heaven will hug you harder than ever. Those planning your downfall will be shocked because the fall they intended for you will turn into your elevation. You won't need to fight to be proven right. Trust yourself. Let their lies rot in bitterness. What is born of poison cannot become a legacy. You are surviving, not fighting. Archangel Michael says, rest your mind. This will reverse. Type Amen to get blessing 555. In the next moment someone may say your name in a way that hurts, but God will turn it into power. Heaven will protect you. If secrets are revealed, respond with strength and grace. This is a test to elevate your emotional power. Storms shake but do not destroy. Your strength is measured by how you rise when no one applauds. Don't explain yourself to those who want to misinterpret. Your soul will speak louder than words. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Their lies will circulate, but watch, they won't last. Energy behind deception collapses on its own. Gossip fades, screenshots disappear, but your character remains. You may cry, but heaven sees every tear. You may feel broken, but your healing will inspire. You may fall, but you will rise higher. God says, let them speak, let them act. Their chapter in your story is closing. Type Amen to get blessing 777. This is how you'll know your true allies. Not everyone who smiles loves you. The ones who stay quiet, who defend you behind the scenes, who lift you when you aren't looking, these are your people. The rest are temporary shadows passing through. You don't need to chase validation. Your life, your heart, your peace will be your own. Betrayal cannot define you. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Even as this storm unfolds, remember heaven is aligning all for your benefit. Strength you never knew you had will appear. Opportunities you thought lost will return. Messages, signs, even strangers will act as instruments of your protection. You are being guided through this. Every tear, every fear, every moment of doubt is part of a divine plan. Type Amen to get blessing 999. You may feel the sting now, but this is the preparation for your rise. Those who tried to hurt you will witness your peace, your grace, your growth. Their plans will unravel, but your path will bloom. Every false story told will eventually be replaced by truth. Every betrayal will turn into evidence of your resilience. You are standing in a story written by God, and nothing can take that away. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. At the end of this you'll see your real strength. The people meant to be in your life will reveal themselves. Those who intended harm will fade into irrelevance. Your truth will shine brighter than any lie. Heaven will defend you, angels will surround you, and your soul will know that even in moments of pain you are never alone. My dear child, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. You thought the storm would bury you, but it's clearing the air. Every whisper, every false accusation, every secret being weaponized is about to be turned into your armor. God says, what they try to hide will reveal their shadow, not yours. The weight on your chest isn't punishment, it's preparation. Every time someone underestimated your patience, it was being sharpened like a blade. The betrayal is loud, but your response will be louder. Silence, dignity, and divine timing are your shields. They plotted, but heaven has already plotted their undoing. Type Amen to get blessing 0000. Even as lies spread, notice how they stumble over their own words. Watch how the energy of truth starts to shift rooms, conversations, and hearts around you. The people meant to applaud your downfall will pause, feel an unfamiliar tension, and realize they misjudged. They cannot fabricate your glow, your consistency, or your resilience. God says, every tear you shed is being transformed into a light so bright it cannot be ignored. This is not just protection, it is elevation in motion. They may try to trap you in gossip, but the moment the heavens intervene, every false narrative collapses. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You will witness the people closest to them begin to question what they heard. Some will notice cracks in the story. Some will hear the hesitation in their tone. And in that hesitation your vindication quietly rises. Your truth has always existed in a frequency that cannot be faked, manipulated, or erased. Archangel Michael says, the story they weave in darkness will meet its match in the light you carry. Every screenshot, every text, every misinterpreted word is being recalibrated by heaven for justice. Your life is no longer a passive stage, they are playing catch-up. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Meanwhile your energy will expand. You will move through rooms, conversations, and encounters with a subtle magnetism that cannot be hidden. Those who once doubted your integrity will start to see the unseen, to feel what the lies could never touch. God says, your name is being written in spaces where only truth can reside. Every false narrative will become a reflection of their insecurity, not a measure of your worth. You are untouchable because your foundation is anchored in divine alignment, not public opinion. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Even the moments that hurt will carry lessons. You will start noticing patterns you missed before, connections between actions and outcomes. You will understand why patience had to be your closest companion. The person who spread rumors cannot erase the memories of loyalty, love, and care you extended. God says, what was meant for destruction is being converted into triumph. Their fire only tempers your spirit. You will emerge sharper, wiser, and luminous in ways they cannot comprehend. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. The circles that matter will notice discrepancies in their story. Friends who once doubted you will see truth, and instinct will align. You will sense it before they speak. The lie will tremble before the integrity of your life. God says, every act of faith you performed silently is now becoming visible. Your patience, your composure, your unwavering heart are all being recognized in divine ways. Their attempts to harm will highlight your power. They cannot touch what heaven has already marked as untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Soon someone else will step forward, a witness to your integrity. They may be unexpected, someone who had been silent all along. Their words will carry authority and clarity, and in that moment the storm will shift. Archangel Michael says, your vindication will arrive through unexpected voices and in perfect timing. Even those plotting behind your back will realize that heaven's timing cannot be rushed or manipulated. You are in the middle of a spiritual realignment where every shadow reveals itself and every light shines brighter. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. You may feel bursts of anger or frustration, but know these emotions are natural. God says, your feelings are valid, but your response must rise above the chaos. Do not engage from a place of fear or retribution. Watch, wait, and let divine energy orchestrate the reveal. Their miscalculations, their attempts to twist your story are all part of the plan to elevate you. You are not losing anything, you are stepping into a higher dimension of your personal power. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Even when the betrayal seems complete, remember God is orchestrating your breakthrough. Every whisper against you is being rewritten into a testament of your strength. Your silence will speak louder than their words ever could. The universe has hidden allies in unseen places ready to counter the deception and reinforce your path. Archangel Michael says, the tables are turning not by force but by divine orchestration. The truth that was overlooked will now radiate and illuminate everything in its path. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Your enemies may try to provoke a reaction, but your rise is not dependent on confrontation. It's dependent on alignment. The more they push, the more heaven steers your trajectory. God says, every misstep they take in darkness becomes a step for you in light. They cannot derail the course already set for your life. Your story is no longer in human hands, it is a divine narrative unfolding with precision. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Soon the cycle will close. The people who spread lies, who aim to diminish your light, will be exposed for what they are. Your name will no longer echo in hallways of doubt but in spaces of honor. Archangel Michael says, every falsehood will unravel and every truth will shine long after they've spoken. You are learning the sacred art of divine detachment, of letting heaven handle what human hands cannot. Even as they attempt control, your freedom grows. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. And through it all your growth is undeniable. You are stronger, more discerning, and aligned with a frequency that cannot be broken. God says, what they tried to destroy is now preparing you for the blessings they could not imagine. Every betrayal, every misrepresented word, every act meant to harm you is now transforming into fuel for your elevation. The chapters ahead are written in light and you are stepping into them fully prepared, unshakable and luminous. The people who try to manipulate your story will see their own plans unravel. Every lie they planted, every rumor they whispered will return to them heavier than before. They underestimated the patience of your spirit and the precision of divine timing. While they were focused on tearing you down, God was building a shield around your name, around your heart and around every quiet victory they never noticed. You were never alone even in the silence. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of doubt was witnessed and preserved by heaven, and now it will work in your favor. Type Amen to get blessing 0000. Their attempts to humiliate you will only highlight your resilience. Every conversation, every hidden message, every attempt to sway opinion will be seen through the lens of truth. What they believed was power will turn into their weakness. People who once doubted you will see the depth of your endurance. What they intended as exposure becomes a testament of your integrity. Their timing is off because divine timing cannot be rushed. God has already aligned the next steps for you, ensuring that every reveal works to elevate you, not diminish you. Even now your heart may feel heavy with anticipation, but this weight is a signal of change, not defeat. The energy around you is shifting, and those who have been watching silently will soon notice. They may try to continue twisting stories, but you are no longer affected by shadows. You are rising above the noise. God is clearing the air. Their lies cannot compete with the light that radiates from your truth. The ones who sought to define you will soon realize that their attempts have merely drawn a clearer boundary between your spirit and their deception. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Every whispered accusation, every hidden plan is dissolving. Screenshots, recordings, and conversations that were meant to harm you are now neutralized by heaven. Even the people they hoped to convince will begin to question. The energy shifts subtly at first, but soon it will be undeniable. You will see people stop supporting the deception. You will hear confessions of doubt from those who once trusted the manipulator blindly. And you will watch in quiet triumph as divine justice unfolds in ways that words could never capture. Do not fear what they say. Do not act in anger. The ones who are attempting to hurt you are dancing on the edge of their own undoing. Each word they release carries the seed of their exposure. Heaven is marking every misstep. Every attempt at control, every slanderous comment, every manipulation is catalogued and redirected. While they think they are winning, God is orchestrating their collapse. Your peace is a silent storm that is unstoppable, and it will outshine every false accusation. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. The ones who watched from the sidelines quietly wondering who to trust will begin to see the truth. They will witness the calm that persists within you, the light that refuses to dim, and the grace with which you carry yourself. Those who sought to harm your reputation will find that their words fall flat. Their narratives are empty when faced with your actions, your consistency, and the silent power of heaven's protection. You are the one who remains untouched in spirit, untouchable in purpose. You will notice opportunities that were blocked in the past suddenly becoming available. Doors that were closed are swinging wide open. People who once ignored your worth are now drawn to your energy. Divine connections will enter your life to compensate for the disruption that was caused. These are allies, protectors, and supporters who see your heart clearly. You are being positioned in such a way that what was once intended to hurt you now contributes to your growth, influence, and eventual triumph. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Even those closest to you who doubted will feel the shift. They will watch as those who tried to harm you struggle to maintain relevance while your life moves forward with momentum that cannot be stopped. Your quiet victories will become visible in ways that inspire others. Every step you take now is layered with divine intent. Each move is watched, guided, and blessed. You were never meant to respond with rage or to lower yourself to their level. Your strength comes from your alignment with heaven, not from human approval. Soon people who spread falsehoods will begin to confront the truth themselves. They will face the emptiness of their efforts and the consequences of pride-driven actions. Their influence diminishes as your light becomes undeniable. Every false claim becomes a marker of their misjudgment, not yours. And while they are consumed with defending a lie, you are free to rise, to expand, to heal, and to claim what heaven has always intended for you. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. This is the moment of spiritual vindication. Your past struggles, your quiet endurance, and your faith are all converging to show the world who you truly are. The storms they intended to unleash are being transformed into wind that carries your name high above. The betrayal that once threatened to weaken you will now serve as the catalyst for your greatest growth. Your story will be told not in whispers but in the testimony of your rising. Archangel Michael says, "Do not look back. Do not fight shadows with shadows. Allow the divine hand to navigate every step. What was meant to harm is now the instrument of your elevation. Stand firm in your spirit and let heaven handle the rest." Type Amen to get blessing 2727. When the dust settles and the noise fades, you will witness the complete transformation. The person who thought they could define you will be irrelevant. Your reputation will be solidified. Your truth will echo louder than any lie could. God is turning betrayal into a platform. Every false narrative becomes the foundation for your elevation. You will walk forward knowing that every tear, every heartbreak, and every betrayal has been purposeful, divinely orchestrated to lead you to your higher self. Nothing they say can diminish your soul. Nothing they spread can touch the essence that God has protected since your beginning. This is your time. Your voice, your energy, and your light are unassailable. People may attempt to speak against you, but God has already ensured the victory of your spirit. You will move forward not with vengeance but with the quiet confidence of someone whose power is untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. Their whispers will not define you. Their attempts to diminish your worth will only highlight your resilience. Every plan they made to break your spirit is now a bridge to your next level. God is turning every misstep they took into proof of your integrity. The walls they tried to build around you are collapsing, and through the cracks light is flooding in. You are walking into spaces they never imagined you would. Your influence is expanding quietly, steadily, and without effort because it is rooted in truth, not in manipulation. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. The fear they try to instill in your heart is evaporating. Their lies were heavy, but your faith is heavier. Every doubt they planted is being replaced with confidence, clarity, and vision. You no longer need to justify yourself to anyone who misjudges you. God has already provided the validation that matters. The ones who once questioned your worth will now notice your strength without a single word from you. Their envy cannot touch your destiny. What was meant for harm is now your tool for triumph. Your reputation is being restored in silence. People who once listened to gossip will start noticing patterns that don't add up. They will begin to question what they heard and see the truth reflected in your life. Every act of kindness you performed, every moment of patience, every choice to rise above petty drama is being recorded by heaven and will be used to elevate you in ways you cannot yet see. Your enemies will be exposed without effort, and your peace will speak louder than any argument could. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The doors that were locked are opening. The opportunities that were delayed are arriving. Every blessing you once prayed for in secret is now coming to fruition. Divine connections are entering your life to support, guide, and protect you. Those who try to undermine you are now witnessing your growth with disbelief. Your energy is magnetic, and people who were meant to walk alongside you are being drawn in. Their attempts to control your narrative are dissolving in the face of your divine alignment. The anger you felt, the pain you endured, the betrayal you survived is transforming into power. Every tear you shed has strengthened your foundation. Your endurance has become a testimony. Your silence has become a strategy. What they thought would destroy you has only made you unshakable. Your life is proof that God does not lose what He treasures. Those who try to see you falter will instead see your rise and marvel at it. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Soon your name will carry weight in spaces they cannot enter. Every achievement, every recognition, every connection you form is a reminder of your resilience. They will wonder how you are untouched by what they hoped would shatter you. And the answer is simple: divine protection. Your life is under supervision from a power far beyond human understanding. The one who tried to dim your light will see it shine brighter than ever, and they will understand too late that it was never theirs to touch. The lies they spread will crumble under scrutiny. The screenshots, the words, the stories will lose impact because they cannot match your presence. Your truth is alive, their deceit is dead. The energy you carry will attract those who recognize it and repel those who cannot handle it. What they intended to use as a weapon will now be the catalyst for your elevation. You are walking proof that God can turn betrayal into blessing. Type Amen to get blessing 3232. Every moment of fear, every sleepless night, every doubt you faced has prepared you for this. You are stepping into a higher level of clarity, influence and divine favor. The people who try to harm you will not recognize the force you have become. Your aura is untouchable. Your voice even when silent carries authority. The ones who intended your downfall are now standing in awe of your rise. Your story is not only surviving the storm, it is commanding it. They will attempt to rewrite the narrative, but the truth has a way of prevailing. Every manipulation, every half-truth, every calculated move is being documented in the spiritual realm. The angels are guarding your reputation, correcting every injustice and preparing your path for exponential elevation. The people who once doubted you will be forced to recalibrate their understanding, and those who stood by you quietly will witness your complete vindication. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The grace you have shown even in moments of betrayal is being rewarded. The patience you exercised, the silence you held, the love you extended despite being hurt is now creating opportunities for your recognition. God is orchestrating meetings, connections, and blessings that will leave no room for doubt about your integrity. What was meant to harm you is now revealing your value to the world. Every obstacle they try to create is becoming a stepping stone toward your destiny. Archangel Michael says, the universe is rearranging itself in your favor. What they hoped would end you is now launching you. Every injustice will translate into opportunity. Every lie will amplify your truth. Stand firm, walk tall and trust the process. Your elevation is divinely sealed. Type Amen to get blessing 3434. You will notice the shift in the way people approach you. Those who once ignored or underestimated you will now defer to your presence. The energy you carry, refined by trials, will command respect without a single argument. The people who try to manipulate your story will fade into irrelevance while your life becomes a testimony of divine restoration. You are no longer reacting to their attempts. You are moving forward with purpose aligned with heaven, untouchable by human schemes. Your joy, your peace, and your success will be the loudest response. Every plan they made to shame you will now elevate your standing. Their attempts to erase you will highlight the permanence of your spirit. What was once a source of fear will now serve as proof of God's faithfulness. You are walking in destiny that cannot be rerouted. You are living proof that no betrayal can override divine favor. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. The eyes that looked at you with judgment will now lower in shame. The ones who tried to measure your worth by their false narratives will be confronted by the truth of your consistency. What they thought would stop your progress has become the very energy propelling you forward. Every trial, every betrayal, every night spent questioning if it was worth trusting has now shaped a foundation that cannot be shaken. People will notice the way you carry yourself, calm, confident, unbothered, and they won't understand how you survived what tried to break you. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Even the whispers meant to diminish your name are now doing the opposite. They are acting as proof of your resilience. Every person who once tried to discredit you is now unknowingly validating your strength. You are walking testimony that God never leaves the ones He treasures. Their attempts to dim your light are now lighting the way for others to see your brilliance. You don't need to fight. You don't need to defend. Your rise is undeniable and your destiny is secured. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. Every lie they spread, every manipulation they attempted, every story they twisted will serve as a mirror reflecting their own shortcomings. Your truth is alive, vibrant and unmovable. You are moving forward with clarity and purpose while they remain stuck in confusion and regret. The tables have turned. Their energy is spent, their words are empty and your presence is louder than any argument could ever be. The universe is rearranging in your favor, aligning people, opportunities and moments to honor your resilience. God is orchestrating your next chapter. The doors they tried to close are swinging open with your name engraved in light. The spaces they tried to block you from are now preparing to receive you with all. Your influence is expanding in ways they never imagined. Every step you take now, even quietly, is a declaration of victory. Their schemes will be remembered only as the backdrop to your elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 3939. The peace you carry now is contagious. Even those who tried to betray you will sense it and question their own choices. What they hoped would break you has instead strengthened your core. Your aura speaks before you do and it commands respect. People are aligning themselves around your integrity. Your patience and perseverance are inspiring others to trust the process of divine justice. You are no longer defined by the attacks against you but by the way you rise above them. Archangel Michael says, your rise is unstoppable because it is protected by heaven. The lies thrown at you will never define your reality. The energy that tried to suppress you is now the wind beneath your wings. Type Amen to get blessing 4040. The people who once whispered behind your back are now watching in silence. The energy that once made you feel small is now compelling them to reconsider what they thought they knew. They are noticing the difference between someone surviving betrayal and someone thriving despite it. Your life, your glow, your calmness and your unwavering strength are rewriting the story that others tried to write for you. What was meant to be your downfall has become your crowning moment. Every setback you faced has been a setup for the breakthrough you are living now. The pain, the loss, the betrayal, they all contributed to a wisdom that is now visible in your every move. Your actions are now louder than their words and your presence is the living testimony that divine timing never fails. People are drawn to you not because of what they heard but because of the energy you exude. Type Amen to get blessing 4141. Your story is no longer at the mercy of human judgment. Heaven is the editor, the director, and the audience that matters. Every effort to undermine you has been transformed into lessons, opportunities, and elevation. The ones who doubted, judged, or tried to sabotage you are being left behind while your life accelerates toward its divine course. You are not fighting shadows, you are stepping into light, and that light is illuminating paths for others to follow. The validation you receive now is not from the world, it is from God. Every step forward confirms that what you thought was an ending was actually the beginning of a new era. Your enemies' attempts to block your destiny are being reversed and their own strategies are collapsing under the weight of divine orchestration. You are no longer reactive, you are proactive in your elevation. Type Amen to get blessing 4242. Even the people who once supported the wrong narrative will begin to see the truth. Their confusion will turn into acknowledgement. Your patience, your endurance, and your calmness have created ripples that cannot be ignored. They will begin to question their judgments and realize that they underestimated the power of someone who walks with heaven's favor. Every betrayal, every lie, every false accusation is now a stepping stone toward your recognition, your credibility, and your influence. Your energy cannot be diluted by the opinions of the unwise. The storms they tried to send your way have only strengthened your foundation. You are walking proof that resilience and faith always produce results. The universe is arranging situations, people, and moments to show the truth of who you are. Even the ones who try to diminish you will find themselves aligned to witness your rise. Type Amen to get blessing 4343. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. But because they were deceived by fear and envy, their attempts to manipulate, sabotage, or misrepresent you were never stronger than your destiny. That shadowed influence will now see the consequences of its interference. Every deceitful word, every hidden plan is bouncing back on them. What they intended for harm is becoming the catalyst for your rise. Their whispers are now echoes of their own guilt. People will notice how they falter under the weight of the truth that you carry effortlessly. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. Your resilience is now your banner. The silence you maintained while they plotted is now the strength that carries you forward. Rooms that once ignored your presence now pause when you enter. The ones who assumed they could control the narrative are realizing they have no sway over the divine alignment in your life. Every slight, every betrayal, every misrepresentation is now evidence of your patience, your endurance, and your unshakable faith. You are walking proof that integrity and perseverance cannot be destroyed. The people who sought to diminish your influence will now witness your influence growing in the most unexpected spaces. Their disbelief will become admiration, their doubt turning into curiosity. What was meant to humiliate you is now promoting you. Every setback they orchestrated has been transformed into a setup for your elevation. They will speak, but their words will merely highlight the authenticity of your journey. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. You are being recognized quietly and publicly. Messages of respect and acknowledgement will find their way to you. Opportunities you were once denied will now arrive with timing so precise it feels preordained. Those who tried to profit from your misfortune are now irrelevant to the story of your ascension. The focus has shifted. The energy has shifted. And you are walking in alignment with a plan so divine that no earthly interference can alter its outcome. Every lie they told is now the proof of their own exposure. Every circle they formed to isolate you has been replaced by spaces where your influence is honored. Your silence during their plotting was not ignorance but strategy. The universe was arranging the pieces while they acted in haste. And now every move they made against you is revealing itself as a stepping stone to your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 4646. The people who doubted you, mocked you, or whispered behind your back will now come seeking understanding. Some may approach with humility, some with hesitation, but all will recognize your elevation. What they did not anticipate is that their own attempts to disrupt you would become the evidence of your integrity. They tried to shadow your light, but the divine plan ensured that it only grows brighter. Your rebirth is visible in your confidence, your composure, and your results. Your peace is louder than any accusation. Your calm is more commanding than their noise. You have been refined in ways that cannot be seen, yet the impact is undeniable. People will notice whether they admit it or not that the one they underestimated is now the one defining the standard of influence and grace. Type Amen to get blessing 4747. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $100. The patience you maintained in silence is now the measure of your power. Your story is no longer susceptible to manipulation because the evidence of your growth, your character, and your perseverance is visible in every step you take. What was meant to shatter you only fortified you, and now those who tried to diminish you will witness a glory that surpasses their expectations. Your journey is a blueprint for divine reversal. The plans they laid against you are now part of your testimony. The people who once laughed at your struggle will now marvel at your triumph. Every false accusation, every misrepresentation, every whisper of betrayal is now the evidence that your path was divinely protected. You are standing on a foundation built from endurance, faith, and the unbreakable truth of your own spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 4848. Even in quiet moments the shift is evident. Doors open, opportunities align, and recognition flows. Those who once attempted to manipulate or control are now confronted with the reality that the plan for your life was never theirs to influence. Your protection, elevation, and favor are visible in ways that cannot be ignored. People are witnessing the proof of divine orchestration, and every step you take confirms the impossibility of derailing your destiny. The impact of your survival extends beyond yourself. It is teaching others that what was meant to harm can be transformed into empowerment. Your calm and perseverance are models for those who are observing. The very energy that once threatened to bury you is now the force lifting you higher. Your legacy is being written in real time, and the truth of your journey is undeniable. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. Your rise is unstoppable. Every shadow that tried to dim your light has been converted into illumination. Every betrayal has been transformed into clarity. Every lie told against you now serves as evidence of your integrity. The people who sought to harm you are now forced to witness the manifestation of your destiny. You have transcended the chaos they created, and your presence alone is a declaration of divine justice. You are no longer bound by the opinions of the deceitful. Your peace is proof. Your favor is evident. Your influence is undeniable. Those who attempted to misrepresent your story are now witnesses to the fullness of your triumph. And as this season unfolds, every action they took against you will be a reminder of how far they misjudged your strength. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. You have walked through storms with grace, endured betrayal without bitterness, and preserved your faith when everyone else doubted. The doors you were denied now open naturally. The messages that never came are now arriving. Your rise was never dependent on their recognition. It was always anchored in the divine. And now in every space you occupy, in every conversation where your name is mentioned, your influence is being honored in ways they never imagined. The people who once stood in shadows whispering lies about you are now shrinking under the weight of their own conscience. They tried to convince others of your flaws, but the more they spoke, the louder your truth became. Doors that were meant to close on you are swinging open, and spaces that rejected your presence now bend to accommodate your energy. Every step you take is no longer tentative, it is deliberate, it is regal. And every person who tried to undermine you is watching, trying to decode the calm confidence you now radiate. Type Amen to get blessing 5151. Your rise is not just visible, it is undeniable. People who once dismissed your ideas, your gifts, your presence are now seeking permission to be near your aura. They are learning too late that influence cannot be faked and authenticity cannot be diluted. Your resilience has become a mirror they cannot look away from. And the ones who orchestrated your fall are the first to feel the collapse of their own schemes. Divine law ensures that what was meant for destruction now becomes elevation. The veil is lifting on every hidden agenda, and the connections built on falsehoods are unraveling. Those who plotted in darkness will soon be confronted by reality, not your retaliation. They will see the proof of their own manipulations as their illusions crumble. And while they scramble to rewrite their stories, your narrative continues to shine unbroken, untarnished, and luminous. Every quiet prayer, every private struggle, every moment you chose faith over fear is now shaping the environment around you. Type Amen to get blessing 5252. The echoes of the past betrayals will now serve as guidance for others. People observing your journey are learning what it means to rise above deceit. They see that silence can be stronger than argument, that patience is more potent than impulsive reactions, and that divine justice moves with perfect timing. The ones who once thought they could control the narrative of your life are now being removed from positions of influence, leaving space for your authentic energy to expand. Your growth is uncontainable. Even the smallest room now feels the weight of your presence. Conversations pause when you enter. Eyes shift when your name is mentioned. And the ones who once rejoiced at your setbacks now feel an unspoken void where influence once resided. Archangel Michael says, every false voice raised against you will become an instrument of truth for your vindication. The energy that tried to block you is now bending to reveal your light. Type Amen to get blessing 5353. They underestimated how divine protection moves around you. They didn't see the unseen guardians who recorded every word, every act of deceit, every manipulation. They assumed silence meant defeat. They assumed calm meant ignorance. They assumed absence meant powerlessness. And yet here you are rising above the storms they attempted to conjure, untouched in spirit, radiant in presence, unstoppable in purpose. The ones who attempted to weaponize envy against you will now feel it returning in measures they cannot bear. Their false alliances, their secret schemes, their whispers meant to harm are all being inverted by the same divine force they tried to oppose. Every misstep, every lie, every distortion of your truth is now returning as a reflection of their own weakness. Your consistency, your purity, your unwavering commitment to your path is their silent indictment. Type Amen to get blessing 5454. You no longer need to explain yourself. Your actions, your presence, your results speak louder than anything they could fabricate. The space you occupy now is sacred and recognized. The relationships that remain are aligned with your truth. And those who betrayed will witness your rise not with understanding but with the realization of loss. They will try to replicate your success, imitate your energy, but they will fail because what you possess is divinely given, unique and unreplicable. Healing and elevation have become your daily reality. The fear and doubt they attempted to instill are now dissolving in your peace. What they sought to break has now become your fortress. Your faith has been tested and it has held stronger than ever. The storms they intended to drown you in are the very waters that taught you to swim in the currents of divine favor. Archangel Michael says, your patience was never passive, it was preparation for the power you now hold. Type Amen to get blessing 5555. Soon the confessions will come. The truths will emerge. The ones who plotted in shadows will find themselves exposed not through confrontation but through the alignment of divine circumstances. The messages, the proofs, the evidence you once hoped would surface will arrive to affirm that your spirit was never wrong. Your heart, though tested, remains intact. And your path forward free from the chains of deception is luminous and straight. The culmination of this season is not about revenge, it is about revelation. What they thought would bury you has become the platform from which you ascend. And as you ascend, those who attempted to block you will witness their own miscalculations. They will understand finally that true power is not in manipulation but in integrity, not in deceit but in faithfulness, not in cruelty but in resilience. Type Amen to get blessing 5656. You are stepping into a season where your influence expands effortlessly. Your work, your spirit, your name are being recognized in circles you were once excluded from. And every obstacle they placed in your way is now serving as a reminder of your endurance. Your light has become contagious. People who had lost hope are now inspired by your unwavering path. The betrayal they attempted is now a testament to your power, your wisdom and your growth. Every whisper against you is being rewritten into a story of your triumph. Every lie is now evidence of their limitations. And every person who stood in silence as they plotted against you will one day face the mirror of their choices. They will remember your calm, your faith, your composure, and they will understand that no scheme could touch what was divinely ordained for you. Your journey is now their lesson and your rise is their undeniable proof of justice in action.